Hey guys, I know this video should have been out a couple days ago, but I'm going to try and do something today that I haven't done since October of 2011, which is a tutorial about how to do this dark navy makeup. If you're interested in seeing how I did this, just keep watching. I'm going to start by removing any pre-existing makeup, and jumping right into eyes, I'm going to be putting 2 coats of Milk of Magnesia on my lids. I have extremely oily eyelids, and I find this is the only thing that I can do to make sure my eyeshadow lasts all day. And along with the Milk of Magnesia, I always use Too Faced Shadow Insurance to make sure my shadow doesn't crease. The 2 main colors I'm going to be using today are from Concrete Minerals. This is their Pro Matte Eyeshadow line. I'm going to start off by using Shell from my Ben Nye Glam Shadow Palette, and applying this as a highlight under my brow to help everything blend out later. As a transitioning color, I'm going to be using Au Naturel on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to be applying that in my crease. This is really going to help the dark colors blend out. Next, I'm going to take this dark navy eyeliner from Annabelle in the shade Electric Sapphire. I'm going to blend this into my upper lash line and bring it up a little bit onto the lid to blend out later and just to make sure I don't get any white gaps between my lashes. Here's where things start to get a little bit messy. I'm going to be using a stiff eyeshadow brush to pack on the darkest shade. And fair warning, no matter how careful you are, you're going to get fallout, so just let it happen and we can clean it up later. Once my lid was completely covered, I used the same brush and brought a little bit of the color up into my crease. A tip I have for dark colors is to turn your brush up like this just so you can get as close as you can to your lash line. After making sure my lids were completely covered, I then took a clean blending brush, worked some of the darkest blue into that, and I'm going to use that to blend out any harsh edges from the blue. Next, I'm going to take the same blending brush that I just used to blend out the dark blue, pick up a little bit of the lighter of the 2 shades of blue, and use that to transition my darkest color into my highlight. Now, I didn't think this was dark enough for me, so I went back into my Ben Nye palette and took a little bit of black on the same blending brush, and used that to really darken up my outer corner. I find this Ben Nye black is the best for layering, and in this look I layered on the black twice. Now is when I went back in with my highlight shade to bring a bit of that color down. After this, go in with a makeup wipe and clean up all the fallout underneath your eye. For underneath the eye, I used the same Annabelle liner in Electric Sapphire, and I lined the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line. And on top of that, I packed my darkest blue shade. And to brighten up my inner corner, I used a little bit of NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk on the inner third of my lower lash line. And on top of that, I packed on my lighter of 2 blue shades. And with or without makeup, my eyes seemed to water quite a bit, so I added a bit more black to my outer corner in hopes to keep it lasting a bit longer. And the last thing I did was take the last shade in my Naked Pigment Ivory stack, and after applying a bit more of NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, I blended that duochrome blue over my lower lash line, as well as into the inner part of my upper lid. And that is everything for eyes. Now, like I said before, I have extremely oily skin, which means I have a pretty strict foundation routine. And if you guys like, hopefully I can put a video about that out soon. For blush, I added an extremely small amount of the darkest shade of this blush duo that I got from BH Cosmetics. Used a Wet n Wild eyeliner in taupe to fill in my brows. As you can see here, I have a scar through my eyebrow on that side, and a mole going through my other eyebrow, so they're never going to look good. I just fill them in lightly, and blend them out a bit with a spoolie. Finishing touches include Inglot's gel eyeliner in 77 applied with an eyeliner brush on my waterline, and 2 coats of mascara on my upper and lower lashes. I'm not too picky when it comes to mascaras. I just use Great Lash by Maybelline Lots of Lashes in Blackest Black. And I want to go for a nude lip look with this, so I'm just going to dab a bit of nude lipstick in the middle of my lips and blend it out with my finger. And that's everything for my first makeup look in 2 years. I'd definitely love to hear some feedback from you guys. And thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing if you like what you've seen, and I'll hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye!